my name's Alex Johnson and this is my new book, My Year of Reading Welshly. We all ask ourselves, what should I read next? Quite often. I've asked myself that hundreds of times in my life and this is my answer. 52 books from Wales, about Wales, written mainly by Welsh authors but a few others in turn as well. And it's a look at modern Wales, its identity, its social history, as well as universal themes like love and social struggle. And it's got a lot of famous names in it, people like Dylan Thomas and Ivor the Engine, but it's also got plenty of names that were very new to me and I hope will be new to a lot of readers. I think a lot of them will be really exciting finds for people who are also asking themselves the question, what shall I read next? There are also sections for book groups with questions to help encourage debate. And I've got a pile of some of my favourites here, which I shall quickly whiz through. Here's 5 Pubs, 2 Bars and a Nightclub by John Williams. It's an interesting look at the seamier side of the Cardiff criminal life. Very funny as well. Strongly recommended. The Hiding Place by Trezor Depardieu. Also a look at immigrants in the Cardiff area, this time for a Maltese family. Some fairly shocking scenes in this one, but beautifully written. Travels in an Old Tongue by Pamela Petro. Now this is an interesting one. This is about somebody who is learning Welsh, but she decided to learn Welsh by going to Welsh communities which have spread out around the globe. Very funny, very good for anybody who's interested in reading Welsh or learning Welsh or indeed any language. Jam Pot Smith by Jeremy Brooks, a coming-of-age story set in Llandudno. Again, a book and an author I'd never heard of, absolutely fabulous, really right to the point, really catches your emotions. Lynette Robbins, collected poems, fabulous collection, again by an author I've never heard of. Really a beautiful selection of ideas there. Caradog Pritchard's One Moonlit Night, very hard to categorise this, a kind of slightly supernatural, dark, often retelling of a story about a young boy and his mother who's suffering from various mental issues. There's also children's books in the book. This is Framed by Frank Cottrell Boyce, absolutely fabulous, set in Snowdonia, all about art and again about young people coming to terms with life. One of my favourites, Raymond Williams' Border Country, about a young man who grows up in Wales, moves to London, and then when his father has a stroke has to return to Wales and come to terms with a split identity. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy the book and happy reading.